Ndị be anyị ndewonu. Ọ bụ Ada Igbo na-ekwu na Igbo Media. N'Igbo Media, anyị na-ewetara unu ọtụtụ ozi gbasara ihe na-emegasị na Biafra Land, n'ala Igbo na mba ndị ọzọ. N'ụbọchị nke taata, o nwere ihe bịara n'iru akwụkwọ anyị nke anyị ga-agụpụtara unu n'ụbọchị taa. Anyị gụpụtachaa ya, unu egee ya ka ọha n'uju. Ị ga-esie ya, ị drọpụọla your comment, like kwa this our video and gbasakwa ya ka o ruo ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche arụ. Ozi anyị wetara unu tata si n'aka otu nwanne anyị nwoke, a Biafra activist. Dịka o si wetara anyị ozi ya n'iru akwụkwọ, ọ dere sị: Breaking news: Oba of Lagos drops bombshell warning Nigeria after Nnamdi Kanu's bold self-defense, hidden secrets may soon be exposed. Ya bụ ozi ka anyị ji bịa tata na Igbo Media. Ị ga-esi ya bụ ozi, gba mbọ gwa anyị iche ma mekwa ka ozi arụtụ ụmụnna anyị n'ebe dị iche iche aka. Ngwa gere ya ka ọha n'uju.
The talk everywhere is about Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, who has now decided to defend himself in court. Yes, you heard that right. He said his lawyers are too afraid to mention some names, so he will do it himself. This move has shocked not only the courtroom, but also the entire country. Please guys, before we go deeper, make sure you like this video and subscribe if you are just joining us, because what is happening now might go down as one of the biggest courtroom moments in Nigeria's history. Now, let's break this down slowly so everyone understands. Kanu has been facing charges that include things like terrorism and treason, which are very serious accusations. For years, he has been calling for self-determination for the Southeast region. Many people have followed his story, from his arrest, his time in detention, to now this new chapter where he says he will speak for himself. In court, he reportedly told the judge that he will say everything live, no holding back, no filter. And that statement alone: when I'm done with Nigeria, then I can die in peace, is what has made people sit up and pay attention. Please, if you are following this story closely, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, because we are following it minute by minute. According to what people around the case are saying, Kanu's decision to speak for himself did not come out of nowhere. There has been tension in his legal team for a while. Some insiders say there was fear among his lawyers about what could be said or revealed in court. They say Kanu wanted to expose certain things, but the team wanted to play it safe. Now that he is alone, he can say everything the way he wants. He is said to be ready to mention names of people in power, names like Waik, Sanwo-Olu, Buratai, and maybe others. But this is where it gets even deeper. You see, when a person who has that much following and that much courage decides to speak openly in court, it doesn't just stay in that courtroom. It spreads fast to the streets, to the media, to the people watching at home. And that is why the Oba of Lagos, Oba Rilwan Akiolu, reportedly gave a warning. He told the government to be careful and understand that danger may be ahead if this issue is not handled with wisdom. Now, for a respected traditional ruler like that to speak up, it shows that the matter is serious. The Oba is known for his calm and fatherly advice, and when he speaks, both leaders and citizens usually listen. He's seen a lot in Nigeria's history, so for him to caution the federal government about danger ahead, it means even traditional institutions are watching closely. Please guys, don't forget to like and subscribe as we continue, because more is still unfolding. So what makes this moment different from the past? Kanu has always been outspoken, but this time he is inside a courtroom where every word will be recorded. He's not just talking on radio or in a rally. This is under oath, in front of judges, lawyers, and the public. Every statement carries weight. And from what we're hearing, he is ready to expose what he calls the hidden truths that have been kept away from Nigerians for years. People close to him said he feels this is his final mission: to speak, to clear his name, and to open up what he believes are the secrets behind his arrest, his movement, and the state of the nation. Now, here's something that's making observers very uneasy. Usually, a lawyer protects the client by controlling what can and cannot be said in court. But when the client is the one speaking directly, there is no filter. That means names can be called, documents can be mentioned, and secrets can be said out loud. And once that happens, it can't be taken back. So this is why some people are saying this case has gone beyond law. It's now a matter of truth versus power, courage versus fear. The government, on its part, is watching everything. Security around the court has been tight. Protests have already been reported in some parts of Abuja and other areas. Some of these protesters are saying Kanu deserves freedom. Others are asking for calm. But the tension is there. Nigeria is standing between truth and chaos, and how this case is handled might shape the nation's image for a long time. Please, if you are still watching, kindly like this video and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any update when the next hearing happens. It helps a lot when you engage with the video so more people can understand what's really going on. Now let's talk about what this might mean in the bigger picture. This trial is not just about one man, it's about how the Nigerian system handles voices that challenge it. When Kanu says his lawyers are afraid to mention names, it sends a strong message that there are things hidden in the system, things that powerful people don't want said in public. So the moment he opens his mouth in court and begins to mention people's names, we might see a chain reaction. There might be denials, statements, and even panic among those who feel targeted. Some people might even call for the trial to be restricted or for the media to be barred from reporting everything. And that's where the real test begins. Transparency. Will Nigerians get to hear everything? Or will some parts be cut off? Will justice be allowed to play out in full view? Or will it be controlled behind closed doors? These are the questions many citizens are asking now. Because this trial is not only about Nnamdi Kanu, it's also about whether Nigeria is ready to face the truth about itself. From the way things are unfolding, it's clear that this case is not ordinary. Even the security forces are treating it like something that could trigger wider reactions. There are already warnings to maintain peace, avoid violence, and allow the court to do its job. But you can feel it, the tension in the air. Every region of the country is paying attention, especially the southeast and Lagos. Some people see Kanu as a freedom fighter, others see him as a threat. But now everyone agrees on one thing. What happens next will affect everyone. Please, before we continue, if you have not yet liked this video, please do it now. Tap that like button and subscribe so you stay updated as this story develops. Kanu's own words, "When I'm done with Nigeria, then I can die in peace," are strong. They sound like a man who feels he has reached his limit, like someone who believes he has one last thing to do before he leaves this world. And those words are ringing everywhere, in social media, in political circles, even in diplomatic discussions. People are wondering, what exactly does he plan to say? Who will he mention? And how deep will this truth go? Observers close to the case say that even though this is risky, it also shows courage, because standing alone in a high-profile case like this is not easy. You're facing a system, you're facing power, and yet you say, "Let me talk by myself." That's bravery in its own form. But with bravery comes consequences. If he reveals something that shakes the country, what happens next? Will there be reforms? Will there be investigations? Or will the system try to silence him again? The Oba's warning makes it clear that even traditional leaders sense what might come. They don't want chaos, they want peace. They want the government to listen carefully, to handle the situation with wisdom. Because once emotions rise too high, once people start reacting on the streets, things can get out of control very fast. Now, what we can expect next is this. The court will continue the trial and Kanu will get his chance to speak. If he indeed mentions those high-profile names, it's going to dominate every headline. Politicians might release statements, security agencies might tighten control, and we might see another round of protests or even international commentary. And you can be sure we'll be right here to break it down for you clearly and calmly so everyone understands what's going on. But for now, Nigeria is watching. The court is silent but full. Cameras are ready, microphones waiting, and a man who once spoke through radio is now about to speak face to face with the system that has held him for years. It's a tense moment, a historic one. And whatever
Daalụ rinne maka isonyere anyị n'iru akwụkwọ n'ụbọchị nke taata. Ọ bụrụ na ozi anyị wetara gị dị gị mma, gbaa mbọ gbasaa ya ka o rute ụmụnne anyị n'ebe dị iche iche arụ, ma gwakwa anyị ichere na kọment sekshọn. Ngwa ka ọ dị.